Hi, Coach Donna here, coming to you to talk to you today about self-love. This is the second video in the self-love series, and I know I stopped a while ago, but it's been really busy. I thought I was going to be able to do that 90-day series until I became a student. 90 days went out the window with homework and studying and 4 classes. Gone. And then on top of a student, I also started teaching my class again, so gone again. And then on top of that, I started working as a contractor doing work for a major kitchen and bath company. So yeah, no time. Anyway, I wanted to talk to you today about self-love, and to go into the second part of self-love, I wanted to actually start with the status that I wrote on my Facebook shout out this morning, because every morning I do a shout out on my Facebook to everyone that I'm connected to. And it actually tweets the same thing, so I do it to my Facebook and my Twitter at the same time. Pretty cool. Anyway, the status says, "Morning peeps, happy Friday. Embrace all of yourself today. The good, the bad, the fat, the weakness, the brilliance, the foolishness, the funny, the witty, the beauty, the ugly, the strength, and the tenacity. It is all you. And it all plays a part in the greatness you embody just as you are. Yes, take a look at yourself for once and don't criticize. Don't downplay and don't minimize the places that you need to change or develop. Just love yourself just like you are and grow from there. Take a deep breath, just and let it out. Shake off the criticism and let it be. Embrace yourself, because you've got to love yourself first." I've heard it said by a very good friend of mine that it's a poor dog that can't wag its own tail. Thank you, Kimmy, for telling me that all those years ago. I didn't really get it when she told me that. She was, older than me a little bit, and she was much more confident than I was. And I was probably early 20s, mid-20s when I met her, and I wasn't very confident. Maybe early 20s, because my son was really young. So maybe early 20s. I wasn't very confident. She was this confident woman, right? And she said, "Renee, it's a poor dog that can't wag his own tail." And so, of course, now that I'm older, now that I understand the importance of self-love and the importance of making sure that I do, in fact, embrace all of myself, I get it. I get that there have to be times in your life when you just embrace how cool you are and embrace how smart you are and embrace how pretty you are or how beautiful a person you are. Those times are important to you as an individual because it creates the atmosphere for self-love. So many times we are our first and worst critics. So too few times are we our first and best praisers. And the idea of self-love is not about boasting on yourself all the time. It's not about creating a place where you can, be an egomaniac or think of yourself more highly than you are. Like, I am the baddest thing that's walking this earth and there is nothing better than me. Well, okay, whatever. It's not about that. It really is about just taking stock of all the good stuff and not always seeing that I'm too fat, or that I am not smart enough, or that I didn't do this right, or that I didn't make the decision right on that, or that I didn't have all of these things that I'm supposed to have in order. I don't have them in order, and I'm not good with money, and I'm not. And all of those things that take precedence in our mind first. Self-love is actually about saying, yeah, maybe I'm not all of these things, but I'm still really brilliant. But I'm still really valid, a really wonderful person. I still have value. I still have worth. I still am able to contribute to the world because I am uniquely myself. And I have a gift and I have a purpose. And I am a wonderful person in my own right, in my own skin, just like this. There's nothing that I can do to be better and greater and smarter than I am right now, because I've already learned the lessons that got me here. Yeah, maybe I didn't do everything right, but, you know, I'm grateful for the space that I live in, and I love myself just like this. So when somebody compliments you, you don't say, "Oh, this old thing is, it's old, and I don't look good in it, and I'm, and it shows all the weight that I gained. I can't wear any more of my other clothes because the bad clothes are in the closet. This here, I'm not that." Just kind of say thank you. Good job, good job. Oh, really? I don't think I did this right, and I didn't do that right, and man, they didn't see all the stuff I covered up. Rather than just saying, thanks. Rather than really giving yourself the opportunity to just stand in a space of loving yourself. A lot of times we stand we're too ready to stand in the place of criticism, of self-sabotage. Because as long as you're not smart enough, you'll never be able to do all the things that you're called to do because you're not smart enough. Sabotaging our future, sabotaging our happiness, sabotaging our own self-esteem, because we've been taught that we're not good enough by so many things around us, or that we equate ourselves to that we shouldn't. The only person that you have to measure up to is the person that you were yesterday. And that's the only person that you have to beat too. Keeping up with the Joneses is for the birds. Let the birds do that. We only have to contend with ourselves as we are today to make ourselves better for tomorrow. That's all that we're required to do. So, in the wake of all of the things that we have become, I would like to ask you to do something really weird. Write yourself a love letter and tell yourself how brilliant and how beautiful and how wonderful you are. Do it even if you don't believe it. If you don't know what to say, think of what other people or your pets have to say about you. Some people say, "I don't have friends, I just got pets." Well, what do your pets think about you? Do they love you? Do they think you're a wonderful mommy or daddy? Do they think that you're a brilliant provider? Do they think that you have it all together and because you got the world spinning for them, Think about it in terms of what other people have to say about you. Not the bad stuff, but the good stuff. And if you don't know the good stuff, call a couple of your friends who've given you a compliment before and ask them, why'd they give you that compliment? What do they really think about you? And take notes. And if you don't have anything good to say about yourself, let them say the good stuff. And don't debunk the accolades. Allow them to pour some good stuff over you verbally and write it down. And when you get done writing it down, make a love letter from that. And even if you can't say, "I know that I am this," you can say, "Wow, I wasn't aware that I was this, that, or the other, but I'm so glad I know now, because now I can focus on all of these great things about myself. And I can tell myself some good stuff about me, because this is the stuff that really matters to make me love me more." It's also been said in my mind, and I've learned it to be true, that you can't really love someone else until you truly understand and love and accept yourself. Because you're always looking for stuff in yourself. You're always looking for this in yourself. You're always finding these things in yourself. So consequently, you always find those things in other people. And so the criticism happens here first, and then it goes out. Same way with joy and happiness. It happens here first, and then it goes out. The same way with abundance. It happens here first, and then it goes out. So you can't give what you haven't stored. And you can't store it if you don't practice it. So that's what the letter is for. Once you write the letter, stick it up on your wall. Stick it up on your mirror. Read it to yourself at least once a week. And teach yourself the good things about yourself. If you've gotten victories in the past, make sure you note the victories. I'm good because I did this. I'm good because I did that. I lost 10 pounds 2 years ago. I'm good because I did that. I kept it off for the last 2 years. I'm great because I did that. Write it down. Give yourself the opportunity to love yourself and to give yourself some accolades. That's really what we need to do in this world today. Because without self-love, again, you can't love other people. So, Life in 4G is living in God, living a life of giving, living a life of gratitude, and living unapologetically in your greatness, which absolutely starts with self-love and self-acceptance. Write the letter. Put it up. Tell yourself about it. And if you have any great results from writing your letter and talking to yourself about it, and you get to the point where you want to share it, you can always click the link, click below, and give us a comment. Give me a comment on the video and how it's helped you. Share it, like it, and be a part of my YouTube channel. Subscribe to the YouTube channel. Back to the subscribing. And if you ever want to get in touch with me or find out more about me or about how I could speak to your groups and things like that, you can always find out information about the platform that I speak from on my WordPress blog site. That's DawnOree.wordpress.com. So, and the links to that are also below, along with the links to my Facebook page and all that other stuff. So you can like, you can share, and all that stuff. Anyway, it's been great talking to you peeps. Have a wonderful day. Practice self-love.